Hi, I was at your, so my assistant showed up tonight. I'm late because she just came in, Brianna.
Nice to meet you, Brianna.
It was a wonderful session today.
Nice to meet you. I love your
You look different.
I changed my blazer.
I didn't recognize you.
You don't want to stay stale. You gotta switch it up.
So I was telling her a lot about it on the ride over from the airport. It was very, very good.
Well, thank
really
you.
enjoyed it. Thank
I'm
you.
glad. We're hoping people get a little tool set out of there. So
Yes, lots of tool sets, especially with what I've been doing, but I'm really transitioning into because of she's my niece too, besides my assistant, and she brings the science part to it, but just we're in the procurement.
I'm sorry.
I'm opening up Biomax. I have founded this startup, and what I've found is that what Brianna brings to this is the research that's being done with fetal tissue, that it takes that stigma away. That's what I'm really focused on, is the stigma attached. So I'm really glad that you addressed that, but that the research that's out there for well, you're probably familiar with the research that they're doing with fetal tissue. Are you aware of that?
I'm not, no.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I'm really fascinated now.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like they use these things called skid rats, and they basically use stem cells, like fetal stem cells, to grow like a nervous system or an immune system in a human one in a rat. Wow. It's crazy.
Is this similar to, I've seen like the rats with an ear on they're growing the new tissue of like an ear on their back, and they can just shave that off and pop it on, right? Obviously not that simplistic, but
it's more like basically they put the stem cells in, the stem cells make connections like between neurons in the nervous system, and then when they take so it's like a damaged nervous system, and they put it in there, and then when they take the stem cells back out, the system that's left is better.
Wow.
It's crazy cool.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. So the idea is that if someone has a termination, they can donate the fetal tissue to this research?
Well, what we're trying to do is I would really like to meet medical directors of clinics here to just let them know about the business. We have the researchers that want it. She's at USC, and so they're looking for tissue, and it's just not available in the quantities.
We know somewhere where it's available, right?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the 80s, when I was working in a clinic, it's just thrown away. So it's just such a, and then so for women to know that look what's being done for other people.
Yeah.
So.
Well, do you all know about our organization, National Abortion Federation? Past what we say, we're the professional organization of abortion providers in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico City. So we have a conference as well. If you're interested, that it would be a really great place to meet. I mean, this is. ARHP is a great place to meet. A lot of the same people come, but then it's just our conference is a bit bigger, and it's.
Where is it? Is it held at the same place?
No, this April it's going to be in San Francisco. Let me give you my card.
I love that.
About it. And I want you to meet. So Jen is the director of training education. Obviously, you met her. But,
yes.
So our department puts on the meeting.
Okay.
And we have an exhibit hall, and then we also have the general conference. But I mean, this would be a great way to talk to our members. We have a group purchasing program through our membership, and like I'm just thinking about how we have disposal, like biodisposal companies that work with us. So it seems like this would be a really great option to be able to offer members as well.
Yes, and
maybe we could get a booth there.
Right, we tried to get a booth here, but we were just a little too late. So when is it in?
April in San Francisco.
Okay, so maybe you could give a card so that if I call you, you'll have my number and all. Do you have a card?
Yeah, we'll be putting out the exhibit prospectus.
Okay, so do you work with or do you know medical directors that?
I mean, our members are administrators, medical directors, absolutely.
Okay, so they would be people that would be interested.
Yeah.
We do donate the fees that we get from our researchers. We get back to a portion, get back to the clinics as just a thank you for letting us come in and
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds like something that some of our members would be really interested in. Especially, there's been a lot of problems with finding disposal services that will work with them because of the stigmatization.
Yes.
So some of like the big names in the industry won't touch them because of what they do, and it's like, please, whatever. Like, you're picking up disposal services for the exact same thing at the hospital down the street for miscarriage management or for elective termination, but because it's a freestanding abortion clinic, they're being discriminated against and stigmatized against. So
I didn't even realize that was a problem.
it's one of those absurd trickle-down vendor issues that it's like, I mean, they have the same problems with, oh, I want to hire, or like we want to have a phone company. Oh, this phone company doesn't want to work with us. Like, there's just these stupid little vendor relationships that are really difficult for our clinics because they're, many of them are freestanding abortion providers, and that's, their bread and butter and what they do.
Well, this is a perfect fit then, right? And they would, we could make it profitable or not profitable, but just
Problem solving and
yes,
yeah.
that they could see a good fit for it. And well, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Just let me see if I can grab
Yeah.
it.
You're right.
I want you to introduce you. So this is Susan, obviously, in our session.
Yes.
My niece and assistant, Deanna.
Your niece and assistant.
Yes, yes. Well, what I'm doing, I've started a new company, and we're a procurement service for fetal tissue.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm working with women that are stigmatized, because that's what it is. So I'm working with women all these years, since the 80s. And Brianna came over and said, we just can't get enough material. We can't get enough fetal tissue for the researchers to work with. So I just sort of started clicking and thinking, what a way to bring a more positive message to women that are making a difficult decision, that we could, of course, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just really excited about it. And I'm getting way ahead. So anyway, we're trying to find medical directors that are in clinics that would be willing to let us procure the fetal tissues.
Wow.
So I was thinking about the fact that so many of our independent clinics have issues with working with the normal waste management vendors, not waste management, the tissue disposal. I can't think of the official term in my brain, but and the stigmatization that they face, and I mean, we've seen that we've had like a whole session on this in our last conference of how to work around being discriminated against by your local
Waste
management pickup. So she was saying this would be a really good fit to introduce her to Rob, who's our group purchasing director, and
To exhibit.
Yeah. So.
That sounds great.
And the fees that we charge, a portion of that we get back to the clinics. So it's
Win-win. Yeah.
win-win for clinics, win-win for research, win-win. What I'm looking at, because I'm coming out of, is the women and being able to talk to them about, do you know what, kind of down the road, what could
and
come
even
from
if it's
this.
not as intensive, giving somebody like a personal one-on-one conversation about it, I'm imagining even something up in like in a recovery room that says like, did you know all of our tissue remains are donated to science, or are used in research, or I mean, that's something that I think if I was a patient I would love to see. Of like, wow, that's really cool,
Yes,
that this is not just
rather than what we talked about in the session today, those huge billboards that bring the negative to it. It's not mine, I don't know. So thank you so much. And did I get your card too, or?
Yes, I think I have
Okay.
That is a handy place to keep
Keep my room card in there.
nice.
And I forgot my little, and I didn't get yours.
oh, they shouldn't have let you in. Goodness, right?
You know what? We
security.
walked by someone upstairs, and I realized, I didn't have it. And they said no, and then I knew. Yeah, they said, don't worry about it. But, So good talking to you.
Good talking to you too. Stay in touch because our exhibitor prospectus comes out at the end of the year.
Okay.
And I can put you in touch with Rob. who is our group purchasing director.
Oh, okay.
And he oversees the exhibit hall.
Okay.
And we work very closely together.
What is Rob's last name?
Borger.
Borger.
Yeah,
Okay.
Borger.
Okay.
And is this
And we-
nationwide as well?
Yeah.
Well,
or-
right now it's in California, Southern California, but I want to expand to
Yeah.
every state.
Our April meetings in San Francisco
Okay.
coming up, so it may be a really not too expensive place for you to go.
Yes.
That's kind of local to you to kind of
Right.
get a feel for
Okay.
membership and
So I'll, if I have any more questions, I
please
can.
do. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so
good to
much.
meet you.
You're welcome.
No, it's good to meet you too.
Are you here for the whole conference?
Yeah, we are.
Great. I want to see each other.
Yeah. Thanks.
Bye.